going on, everybody? SinnfullDuck here, and I told you guys last week that I was going to do a Q&A video for you. So here it is. Here's the Q&A video. I went through your comments on the last video, and I picked out 10 of them, and hopefully I have time to do them all. Don't make this too long, but yeah, let me go through them here for you. First up, I have a question from Heli Gaming. Actually, he cheated. He put 2 questions. So let me go ahead and get his questions out of the way here. First question he asked was, do you have any other level 90 characters? The answer to that at the moment is no. I've got a mage that I've been working on for for way too long. Right now he's just shy of 87, but I've had him now for probably close to 3 years, and he's never been max level yet. I don't know. I hate leveling so much that I just never find the time to go and play him. So he's still sitting at 87. I really want to get him to level 90 so that I can use him in next season. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Once he hits 90, I might put him in a couple of videos just to show him off to you guys. Not that you guys don't know what a mage looks like, but I'll show you how bad I am with him, and maybe get some tips from you guys. So the second question that Heli Gaming had for us was, do you play any other games? The answer to that one is yes. Yes, obviously I play WoW. That's kind of my main game. Other than that, I play Smite. I play MechWarrior Online, Battlefield. I played PlanetSide for a while. I've been a huge fan of the Battlefield franchise for a long time now, so I think I first got into that in 2005 when Battlefield 2 first came out. So been playing Battlefield for a long time. Smite, great game. I love MOBA, but I don't really like the over-the-head view from League of Legends, so Smite is perfect for me. It mixes the feel of an MMO with the game style of a MOBA. So for me, that's perfect. I love that game. And yeah, really, I guess WoW and Smite right now are kind of my main games, and also Skyrim. I've been playing a lot of Skyrim recently, which actually leads us into our next question. Next question is from Garrett Parr, and he asks, is there a game you're looking forward to releasing in the future? Yes. Yes. And that game is Elder Scrolls Online. I've been keeping up with a lot of news on Elder Scrolls Online. My very first MMO was Dark Age of Camelot, and this game is created by a lot of the people from Dark Age of Camelot. The PvP system seems to be almost identical to Dark Age of Camelot, which is I can't wait. Even if the MMO portion, the PvP, even if that's not that great, just the fact that I can go into an Elder Scrolls game and play with my friends, oh my god, I can't wait for that. So I've been so excited about that recently that I've been playing a lot of Skyrim, and I love it. So yes, I am looking forward to Elder Scrolls Online releasing, which I believe is spring of 2014. Okay, so moving on here, I've got another question from Uploaded 1995, and he asks, what gaming peripherals do you use? I'm actually going to do, I think I'm going to do a setup video here soon, just because I've had a lot of people asking me questions like this. But I have my main monitor is a 27-inch Samsung. My secondary monitor is a 24-inch HP, and then I've got a Logitech G15 keyboard, what the heck is this thing? Cyborg Rat5 mouse, and yeah, and then my mic, I use a Blue Snowball. So yeah, I guess that's about all the peripherals. I know a lot of you guys always talk about the Razer gear, and I know a lot of the WoW players are sponsored by Razer or just use the Razer gear, and Razer's great. It's great, but My Logitech keyboard I've had for a long time, is extremely responsive. I love the feel of it. It doesn't have that terrible clicking of mechanical keyboards, but it still has the nice tactile feel of it. So I really like that. It cost a bunch of money, and I have no reason to get rid of it. The mouse fits my hand perfectly. My Cyborg fits my hand perfectly. It's extremely customizable in terms of shape and size. It doesn't have quite as many buttons as I would like, but it gets me by just fine. So yeah, so that's what I use. The next question that I have is from youre CJT, and he asks, is Miss Duck recovering from her car accident? First of all, thank you for asking that. I appreciate it. And yeah, she, for those of you who don't know, she was in a car accident a few weeks back. She got T-boned right in the driver's side door, and the car ended up getting totaled. She now has a new car, and everything's back to normal. She's all healed up, no more soreness, none of that. So yeah, so she's doing good, and everything's back to normal for us, with the exception of now we had her car paid off, and now we have a car payment, so that kind of sucks. But you know, it is what it is. Just gotta roll with the punches sometimes. But yeah, she's doing good, and thank you again for asking. And again, this kind of leads us into the next question, which is from Davey Preston, and he asked, will your wife ever make an appearance in a video? Well, I don't want to say never. She may at some point, but for the foreseeable future, probably not. Not that she's terribly camera shy, but I don't know. She doesn't really like being in the videos. Anytime that I try and put a camera on her, tell her she's going to be on the internet, she gets a little shy. So no, for the time being, she's not going to be in anything. If in the future she decides that she wants to be a part of it, great. I'm not going to tell her no. But for right now, nah, she's not going to be in anything. Actually, Davey Preston, this next question, it made me think of you, but it was not asked by you. It's from Marion Felthuse. Hopefully I'm not butchering these names. If I am, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at reading names. But your question was, do you play EU or just US? And for right now, I just play on US. I do have a lot of people, Davey Preston being one of them, who are always trying to tell me I need to go and play on European servers. You need to start a character on the EU, but for right now, I just don't have the time. If YouTube was my full-time job, then yeah, I would definitely have an EU character. But for right now, I just play on US because of time, and partly because of the money. You know, I'd have to buy the game all over again, pay for another subscription fee, and because of the time, the extra money, just it doesn't seem worth it to me at the moment. But I do want an EU character, so I will have one here at some point. I just don't know when. A lot of that is going to depend on you guys. The faster the channel grows and I'm able to have that extra spending money to be able to do that, to hang out with all you EU folks, I'll do it. So spread the word, like all the videos, share them, tell your friends, whatever you got to do. Just help the channel grow, and yeah, we'll be able to do stuff like that. So let's get on to the next question. The next question comes from Todd Biaz. I'm not sure, again, I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm sorry, but your question was, are you interested in the reboot of Final Fantasy XIV, the MMO? No, not really. I've never played any of the Final Fantasy games. I know as a gamer that's like sacrilegious, you know, you can't say you've never played Final Fantasy, but I haven't. I knew some people that did play that, the original, you know, the first time that it was out. They had it for PC and the consoles, and they were all on a combined server, which I thought was kind of cool, but I could see how PvP would be a little difficult for the console players as compared to the PC players. Not saying there's anything wrong with consoles for you console guys out there, but there's just aren't as many buttons, and you can turn a lot faster on a mouse and target and things like that. So I don't know. Obviously, I don't know much about that game, so they may have built the game around the console type, so the PC didn't really have an advantage. I don't know. But the short answer to your question is no. I've never played the games, and at this point, I probably won't. So sorry. Habanero212, he asks, do you think the change to Feather and DI will invite disciplined priests to be flag carriers? Yeah, actually, I think a disc priest could be a great flag carrier. With the changes that were introduced in 5.3 in terms of tanks taking more damage, I think a healer, especially a disciplined priest with as many bubbles as they have and the healing that they can do, along with having those 80% movement speed feathers, I think that's going to be amazing. And they get what is it, 100% chance for a bubble to proc from using their penance if they use Divine Insight. I think that's going to be amazing, and they're going to be great flag carriers. If nothing else, they're going to be great at carrying it across the map and handing it off if they have to. But yeah, those feathers I think are going to be great for flag carriers. Even if they're not carrying the flag, they can run alongside whoever is and keep dropping feathers for them. It's going to be great. So it's a big change that's coming up in 5.4 for those of you who haven't seen it. I've been doing some 5.4 patch note videos to keep you guys updated. So if you haven't seen those, you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a link here. Go ahead and check it out. Okay, and the next question is not from anybody in particular, but it's a question that I get asked probably at least a dozen times in every single video. So I want to answer it here in a Q&A, and hopefully be done with it. Hopefully be done, because it gets asked so many times. And if you guys see this question in the comments of videos, feel free to help out and give the answer. But the question is, what is the add-on that shows your dots above the target's heads? And the answer is plate buffs. It is called plate buffs. I have a video on my channel that I went over my UI and all the add-ons that I use. The plate buffs I have linked in that video description, so go here and check that out, and you can get that link and use the add-on. So hopefully people will not have to ask that question as often, and you guys now will have the answer to it when people do, so you can help out. That brings me into the final question for today. The final question for today, again, not asked by any one individual person, but I've had it a lot recently on my 5.4 update videos, as well as people asking on the stream, so I figured I'll answer that one here as well. And that one is, will the new armor buff from Shadow Form stack with Inner Fire? Yes. Yes, I've been on the PTR, I've tested this out. Shadow Form and the Inner Fire armor buffs do stack, as well as the Glyph of Inner Fire, it does stack as well. So you can stack quite a bit of armor. I know not every class uses melee. The only pure melee, I guess, is warriors, but it's still going to be beneficial. The amount of armor that we can stack gets us up to, I think my PTR character with full, oh god, what's the gear called? Grievous gladiators, I think. It's so cheesy, I hate that. But I think with all the Season 14 arena gear, I had up to 52% mitigation, so not bad. Actually, I think that's pretty good. Not quite as good as our 15% reduction all around because of casters, but you know, it is what it is. We've got to roll with it. At least it's something. So we'll see how it goes once the patch goes live. But yeah, that's the Q&A for today. If you guys have any other questions that you can come up with that you want answered, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll go ahead and do another Q&A video once I've got some questions to answer. And make sure you like the videos. Again, liking the videos helps a lot. I know a lot of you guys do, so I appreciate that. Thank you. And make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Until next time, guys, take it easy.